I've just looked again on the old maps. So that bit of concrete where we were earlier down there, that's where the houses were, the cottages, and where there was a goods shed, and the Maltings, and the houses here, the cottages. And this would have been part of Langwith Station. Good find, babe. Welcome everybody. You might be wondering where we are. We're in a place called Shirebrook. All around here, guys, all this area here where it says there's a fun fair and there's caravans here, was all part of Langwith Junction. There was many railway lines right here, guys, all intersecting each other. We can't get through over there, but I do know there's a way round at the back to have a look at what it looked like. So we'll show you that. Here we go. Says it there. Langwith Junction. Upper Langwith, you see. Langwith and Whaley Thorns as well. It's quite a big area. Got St. Joseph's Catholic Church and School on the left hand side. So just at the end of here, guys, where you can see that building there, we'll show you a little bit closer, is where the Langwith Junction loco sheds were, right at the end of this street. So right here, in this location. And it was built by the Lancashire and Derbyshire and East Coast. So these were the loco sheds. We can still see some evidence of railway lines there, behind there. Don't think we can get further in there, but the loco sheds were right here, which were used to haul coal to the nearby pits. We're going to go behind there, because there's a little bit behind there where we can actually walk, so I'm going to show you while we're here. So, yeah, right through here, where these bricks are. In fact, there's one that says Welbeck right there, right through this part of land and across the other side, which I'm going to show you now, is the exact way where these railway sidings went, in that direction. We're going to come back across so I can show you what I mean. But all the Langwith Junction, which was very big, was all around here, and it cut through here. And obviously I know we can't go down into that area anymore because it's restricted, but there is a certain point where we can go down to, where we can show you where it went, because it was a massive area. And yeah, wood. What is that, a sleeper? It's possible sleeper there, because it is right here where they came across, where this wall is, more or less. Yeah, look here. Yeah, the line came across here and went through there. When I say the line, there was many lines in the area, but here was an area. Here we see again, like my wife's just seen things that indicate that there was a railway line coming through here. But like I say, all this area behind here, I know I've seen all this area behind here. Well, I know you can't go through now, but anyone who's got a drone, Daniel, if you're watching, you could possibly put your drone on top of here and you could see all the vast area of where the railway lines went around here in Langwith Junction. Now we're just going to show you where the old one of the stations was. And here we are, here we have it, here we have these little things. Oh yeah, that's cool, look. So bits and bobs there, you can see. This would have been all the sidings here, because all the tracks went through here, exactly here. I saw them things on a map and I wondered what that was. And here is the end of one of the lines, as you can see just there. I was hoping to go to the further on fence, further down, but it doesn't matter, we've got to this one anyway. So this one's cool, but you can see here, end of the line here.
I've got them. Huh?
So have I. There they are, parked up there.
Could be from the factories itself.
From the factories?
Yeah.
Just looking for the old station house. Ah, I can see it. Yeah. I wouldn't have thought about it here because all this little estate here is new. But I can see the old station house on the left hand side. Coming up to it now. Just over there. That's where the station would have been. And then we're walking onto the trail, the main trail, which is also the archaeological trail. The house that you can see there on the left hand side was the old train station, and I'll write down the information afterwards of the exact name of it. Shirebrook station, but it had another name as well. So this estate here has been built later, like a lot of them have, where there was old railway networks in the past. I was trying to figure out if them houses there was part of it as well. But it's definitely there, where the doggy is. And it does say station house on top of it. So that's a great little find. Part of the walk we're doing today is also called the Bolsover Loop. And let me just show you something. Here we have it, look. Archeological Way. So we're in the right spot, so that's good. There's a station again over there. Already we've got here a side which is limestone again, limestone. Wonder what that is. Was that a fire or something? What's this here? Any ideas, babe? I've got some kind of thing sticking out here. Something would have been here. No. Or is that the end of a shunter? A train line? I'm only asking because of these things here. There could have been. Could have been end of a line right here, which, yeah, could be quite possible when you think about it. There was a lot of lines around here. But this is the cutting here. And we're going to walk down, see what we find. We're on the Archeological Way, as I said. And we're heading towards Poulter Park. But before we get there, we're going to turn right. And we're going to come back off this main road, as in this main trail. And we're going to head into the older part of Langwith to show you around a little bit while we're here in the area. That woodland up there to the right hand side as you're coming in is called Bradshaw Wood. Probably nothing to do with the Bradshaw Wood, the book that that politician Michael Portillo, he used to use a book called the Bradshaw book. Could be a link, I don't know. I'll have a look into that. It's a nice walkway here, really is. And this archaeological way is really interesting. Look at that. Beautiful. I was just talking to you not long ago about Upper Langwith, correct? So, that bridge you can see there that's crossing here, which is not a railway bridge, because the railway went where we are, but it did and does connect to Upper Langwith. So if you go west, left, along that way, you arrive in Upper Langwith. It's really high up, isn't it? That could indicate to you just how beautiful this must have been with all the trains going down it, and how high some of the trains were. Obviously the actual motors, the locomotives of them, could have been quite high down here, but it is impressive, it really is. Look at that. And we can see the purple stone where the railways went, that were used. You see that? Stunning. Dropped the camera nearly. And how it was carved out, the actual brick here. It's quite high, isn't it? And the line would have come across here, just to indicate yourself across here. The bridge we saw was down there. So yeah, we're on the right track. I'm glad to see it's a designated walk area. Well, obviously because it's the Archeological Way, which is, let me remind you, the Archeological Way goes all the way up till Creswell Crags, which I need to return there. I'll take my wife and my son, because my son's going to love it there, with that centre there is there, as I've repeated before in the past in another video. Just at the bottom there, guys, where you can see some houses, were the malt house cottages. We'll look into the malt houses. These are just cut throughs for farmers, etc. We just found a little cut through here which could be useful, because then we can see where the malt houses were. There in the horizon I can see a lovely building which is called Rose Cottage, and that area down there is called Upper Langwith. As I say, there's various Langwiths here. We're going to cut through here then, so we can get to that really old part of Langwith, which I wanted to show you anyway, so we might as well see it while we're here. And I will also show you the location of where the malt houses were. So we're cutting through here, we've been told by locals, because this is the site where these malting houses were, or just maltings, where they produced cereal, things like that. We found like what looks like an abandoned building down there, but right here on the right hand side, this area, just all this area here, as you can see, was where the maltings was. It must have been quite a big area, because it's definitely just all this land you can see to my right hand side. We've got the Midland Railway running across this way, which is now the active line, and we've got the Beighton Branch where we were. Yeah, here's a bit of a wall here. This could have been here, right here, in between all of this palaver. We've got an old wall here, so yeah, this could have been it right here, guys. And I know I don't normally look for things like this, but it's still history, and the maltings were right here where I am. I'm just going to cut through, see if we can see anything else here apart from this wall. I don't think so, but literally it was round here, this piece of land where we are now, where we just spotted this wall. This was the wall, the outer wall, to do with the maltings. My wife was about to laugh there because I nearly fell down the other side. Yes, you did. I got my hand stuck in a nettle on the way down. I nearly lost the plot. I nearly fell down. I've just put my hand in a nettle. Ouch. But yeah, you can still see the wall there. So all that wall you can see there. Can you see that? I should have just gone up this way, it was easier, instead of trying to go all the way around. But all this outer wall you can see here was to do with the maltings. Just spotted on overlay maps that this, what you can see here, was part of the whole maltings. So it's quite a big area, and there were some cottages here somewhere as well. So I'm not sure if they were the cottages down there, or the cottages were on this site where we are right now. But you can see one of these things that go up, that you often see near pits as well. There's definitely some brickwork going on around here. So it was all here. I'll try and find an old picture of what it looked like before. But we're definitely on the right spot right here. So we're going to carry on going back further down towards, there's a really, really beautiful little stream, a little river, that's the Poulter River. And that river is right next to like an old, I think it's a pub now, but there's some really nice little cottages down there. So we're going to show you that. And then we're going to head off towards where the colliery was and where the TNT explosive factory was, because that's something I wanted to see. Obviously it's not there anymore, but the site. And then walk back round, because we're going to end up getting the train back again later. So we'll get the train further up in the other Langwith station, the Langwith and Whaley one. Whaley, surely it's Whaley, not Wally. But yeah, that was the site of the Malting houses, or Maltings, and then there's some cottages there. Yeah, no, it's like an entrance there, isn't there? So yeah, this Langwith station served the Midland Railway line, which also connected with Langwith Colliery, which is where we're going now. So it's a good thing that we came through here, babe. It's a good thing we cut through, because we would have never seen the station there. The old station right there, Langwith station. Gateway Hotel. The Gate Hotel, actually, not the Gateway. That is the River Poulter. Nice little cottages down here, including this one. So this is Nether Langiwth. Nether. It's like some old farm down that side. Taking in mind this wasn't like far away at all, was it? From the actual pits that were just behind us, which we'll go in a minute. Little thing here. Discover. Tell me what I can discover in the area. Bolsover Castle, yeah. Creswell Craig's been there. Harley Gallery. Thorsby Hall. Stainsby Mill. We're going to go there one day. Poulter Country Park. That's where we're going into in a minute. Lots of different places here, it says on the map. Including Hardwick Hall, I just seen. That's interesting. What's that down there?
Just more water.
Just water. Why is it like that to the side? It's pretty down here, isn't it? I like it. Look, that's the River Poulter coming through here. A little waterfall as it comes through here and then goes down there. It's pretty here. This is the old part, you can tell. Beautiful down here. I really like it. We're going to go past again where this road comes out, near where I think it was called the Gate Hotel. So I was told by a local not too long ago that where the Gate Hotel is, there used to be a prisoner of war camp behind it. Now he wasn't sure if it was Italian servicemen. So we've just come out of Nether Langiwth, and we're back into Langwith and Whaley Fawns. See what I mean? Various Langwiths in the area. So we're going to go up Pit Hill, like we said we would. And just up there where the Premier is, opposite is the Gate Hotel. And the Gate Hotel, the area behind the Gate Hotel, is where there was a prisoner of war camp in World War II. Just coming through here, guys, because this is the land where the pits were, up here. So the Langwith Colliery was up on this land here. So literally behind there is where the old Langwith Colliery pit was. And while we're here today, I did want to show you where the TNT famous Her Majesty's explosive factory was. Now that's something different. And I have got plenty of overlay maps and stuff to show you. You can't obviously go in because it's fenced off, but that is the site of the old colliery site, just there. So the pits were behind there, and then just along this part here, not far from where the train station is now, and there's a sports club somewhere, there it is, Long Willow. Just this area here to the left hand side, that's where the location of the TNT Her Majesty's, I'm assuming, either weaponry or bomb making. And I'll have a look and then I'll add some photos or old maps of the area on top so I can show you the exact location. It's definitely here on the left. So just where this wall is, around here, guys, was where the old TNT, I wonder if that's been left there on purpose. It's definitely around here where this factory was. TNT explosives. Just going to have a little look in there and I'll come back out again, but I'm happy I found this because it's still history. I just hope there's no mines that are just going to explode when I'm walking around. But we can see more evidence of brickwork here all over the place, and as I say, just here, around here where we are, was the site of the old factory. Mad, innit, to think that, literally where we are now. And there actually I can see a bit of, yeah, we can see evidence of the colliery was just behind there, but we can see a bit of, I think someone's made a fire there and another fireplace just there. Or is that possibly to do with the TNT factory? Don't know, guys, but I know it was around here. There's also a bit of like brickwork just here as well. Yeah, we're definitely in the right spot anyway. So that's fantastic. We're going to head off towards Poulter Park. So more or less where we're standing now, more or less where this little cart is, along here would have gone one of the colliery lines from, so one of the branch lines from Langwith Colliery, and it went in this direction, north. There we go. There. Did you get a picture of that? So right where we're standing now, more or less, was the route of some of the colliery lines. See. Look, babe, there's that. Look, you can see the brick there. It's all really, the mud is really dark on that side. So think all that land behind there was covered in pits and explosive factory. So we're entering Poulter Park. And here we join back on the Archeological Way, right here, right where we're standing. So we were on the Archeological Way earlier when we were on the Beighton Branch line. And this is not the Beighton line, but it is just down here, so I'll show you in a second. So yeah guys, that's the end of our little trip today, for now. Because we'll be back. We'll be following the Archeological Way north. And we'll join on to where the Langwith Colliery branch was, which was just down here, past where that brewery is down there. And we'll link it back up again, and we'll come back to this park. Because in this park, at the very top, we've got a monument, a stone monument. And we'll be back. This is a new area we're exploring. Thanks to each one of you for watching. See you on the next one. Bye.